Life Audio.
Welcome to the Crosswalk Devotional. We're glad to have you listening with us. Today's topic is about the reality of God's invisible protection and provision all around us. We'll return with the devotional after a brief message from our sponsors.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Let me tell you the God's gonna cut you.
It's Holy Week in Jerusalem, and the city is restless. The people of Israel welcome Jesus as king, his followers ready for revolution. But instead of taking the throne, Jesus turns the tables.
Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees! How will you escape being condemned to hell?
Experience Holy Week like never before.
What have you done?
Now in theaters, The Chosen, Last Supper. Get your tickets now.
The Reality of Invisible Protection, written and read by Deidre Braley. 2 Kings 6:15-17. When the servant of the man of God got up early and went out, he discovered an army with horses and chariots surrounding the city. So he asked Elisha, "Oh, my master, what are we to do?" Elisha said, "Don't be afraid. For those who are with us outnumber those who are with them." Then Elisha prayed, "Lord, please open his eyes and let him see." So the Lord opened the servant's eyes, and he saw that the mountain was covered with horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha. There are days when I feel terribly vulnerable in this world, as though I'm walking through my days as a turtle out of her shell. I feel alone and unprotected, and it feels like I could succumb to any number of bad circumstances. Perhaps you sometimes feel this way too. It doesn't take much to inspire a sense of total panic these days. All we have to do is turn on the news and feel as though all of society is tailspinning. With war and rumors of war, natural disasters, disunity, and hate seemingly running rampant, it can be easy to look around and think, where is God? The servant of Elisha felt exactly this way when he woke up one morning only to find that the city where he and his master were staying, Dothan, was surrounded by horses, chariots, and a massive army. It turned out that the king of Aram had discovered Elisha had been the one spoiling his plans to attack Israel, and he was not happy. And so it's easy to imagine the sense of dread and despair Elisha's servant felt the moment he realized they were surrounded by enemies. But what happens next is truly mind-blowing. As the servant cried to Elisha, "Oh, my master, what are we to do?" Elisha responded, "Don't be afraid, for those who are with us outnumber those who are with them." I'm sure the servant thought Elisha was crazy. They were visibly outnumbered, with no one on their side to protect them. Who were those with us that Elisha was talking about? But his perspective changed the moment Elisha prayed. "Lord, please open his eyes and let him see," he said. And in that moment, the servant looked around to discover that their surroundings were filled with horses and chariots of fire, presumably from God's army. I share this story because moments before, Elisha's servant had thought they were alone and without protection. But Elisha could see what he couldn't, that they hadn't been alone for a moment. God's army was standing at the ready to go with them and defend them. Intersecting faith and life. This story is a stunning reminder that the spiritual world is an active reality, just as real as the floor at our feet or the mug in our hands. Much like Elisha's servant, we often go about our days without seeing this spiritual world at play, but it doesn't mean that it's not there. Today, and whenever we feel particularly afraid or alone, may we remember to pray Elisha's bold prayer over ourselves. Lord, please open my eyes and let me see. And then may we discover all the ways in which God's protection and provision are surrounding us now and always have been. For further reading on this topic, look into Daniel chapter 10 and Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12.
The Crosswalk Devotional is a production of Life Audio and Salem Media. If you liked what you heard today, please take a second to rate and review this podcast in your favorite podcast app so that more listeners like you can find the show. For more faith-filled, inspirational podcasts, visit us at lifeaudio.com.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.